Never been in a grown man's car before with so much fake shit. And pink gin.
Who's parked this van right behind me?
That's covered in fucking piabs. I like the one in the middle of the studio floor, by the way.
Listen, if I had enough time to clean the car out, I'd do it. But I don't. Do you know why? Because I'm slaving away. Making
Craps. Right, so we are going to see a man about some screws. So these are the screws that are used to hold the Boba Fett ears in place. Now the Fett ears that RS have produced for years have been resin casts. Resin, and now these new ones are machined. So although they're machined to the exact specs, we need to know that they're gonna fit. Because this week we want to announce that we have the Fett ears. Is that correct?
Yes, well what's actually happened is we've waited weeks and weeks and weeks for the ears to come in. Then when they came in, realised should have ordered the screws, Rob. Should have ordered the screws. I just spoke of myself in the third person now.
Clarky heard you.
So yeah, probably should have organised this. Forgot or didn't really take into consideration. Just thought, ears are ordered, job's done. Sit back and relax. Wait for them to all come in. And yeah, now we're sort of scrambling, aren't we, to yeah, I don't even care because I did actually clean this out. Like
Cleaned your mum out
3 days ago. By the way,
you did not clean this out 3 days ago.
It went for the MOT.
Look at the bits all over this shit. This has never been cleaned out.
Look at that. It's just sprinkles.
So someone commented recently, Rob, that they feel like I'm like Harry Potter in the studio, that you keep me under the stairs and just tell me to, you know, get out every now and again. I think that's fairly accurate.
More like an evil little gnome. I can't comment on Harry Potter and any similarities because I've never seen it. I don't watch. I'm not into public school boys. You know what I mean? What's this? That's going to be an amazing transition. No. Like that, don't you?
Yeah. Rob's got a child's mask in case you're wondering why it looks so fucking tiny on his head.
Won't fit on my ears because I've got me Boba on. Look at this now. Could I look any more?
Why is it so small? Is that made like in a pair of Andrea's knickers? I'll text Becky and see if she'll make me some bed.
I hope she doesn't watch this one.
Hello. Rob's got a face mask on that looks too small for him, but on closer inspection said it looks like a pair of knickers. So will you make me one out of a pair of yours?
Mine would be far too big for your face.
Did you get everything?
Steaming up. That's better. Woohoo! I've got enough to be going on with for us.
So I've just been looking through all the comments on our last video. We got 3 thumbs down on the cake video. The fuck's that all about?
That's just insane. Right, so I've got the screws. I've got a price to get better screws. But these are going to do the job. Get them all mounted. So I think what we should do is, so I've got the screws. I think what we should do is go back, mount the ears on the helmet.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking plan.
Shall we do it tutorial style? So I'm just going to make some templates so we can fit the ears perfectly. I want these to fit so damn well in the helmet. I don't want any extra oversized holes. I'm just making a bit of a washer spacer thing. So I want my holes to be perfectly sized and in the exact location. So I'm going to make some templates that allow for that to happen. Right. Particularly need this one, but I'll do it anyway.
Why don't you need it?
Because it's going right through the helmet, this. But I'll do it anyway, and then I've got a full set. So let me do a bit with this one. So I've now got one template. All I've got to do is repeat this process for the rest of the ears. Let's do it now. You can do it now.
Your mum does it now.
Your mum does it now. Good one. So now we've got our templates, it's time to get the holes prepared on our helmet casting. Let's get on with it. I'm just going to evaluate my templates on the holes that I can see, and they look pretty good. They look very good. Yep, that's falling right in the right place. Now, before I'm going to offer the ear up to this, when the mould was made, they've cut on the ear platform they made an incision to help release the rubber, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give that a flatten off. I'm not going to town on this, just a little. So there, I don't know if you can see that. This is a raised area because we're not touching this area. So I want to just take some of that out of there. And I've drilled the holes first just so I don't obscure them with any sanding. Okay, quite pleased with that. Let's get the first ear on. If you're liking that, this is going to need a real good dust. That looks good. I mean, in fairness, these holes are pretty spot on. But I really want to get them in the right place because I don't know if you can see from this, they're not aligned very well on either on the horizontal. If I'm holding it this way, this one's down, this one's up, and they've got a bit of a twist on as well between the two. So we're going to see that shortly. Right, before we go any further, we've got this brass axle screw here. Let me just remove this so you can see it. And that's actually going to pass through the inner ear cap, the stalk itself, and then it's going to thread into the front of the ear cap. This piece. So this is going to need to sit flush on the back of the ear, and to achieve that I'm going to need to take out this whole area here. As you can see, you can actually see the original shape. There we go. So I'm going to take that out. Right, so again, before I mount these, I'm going to give this a quick sand. There's a particular piece here which you can actually feel. You can probably see that as well. Bit of a nudger there that we want to get rid of. So I'm just going to give this a light sand. Again, only on the ear platform, and I'm going to avoid sanding here. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, here she finally is. So thanks for watching, guys. As you can see, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And actually, well, I'm not surprised how good it came out, because it was always going to do, because of the information and what it was. But just actually seeing it all together, yeah, I'm really pleased, really pleased. I'm just going to sit here and look at this for a while now.